What's going on, buddy, and welcome back to another video. So I'm here to talk about now the custom DIY wing that I added to this Evolution 5. For those who are new to the channel, it's a TTO2 chassis and it's made by Tamiya, and I added on this wing maybe a week ago. I've been doing a lot of testing with it, and it's doing quite well. One of the biggest issues that I had was if this servo was able to hold up to the pressure of the wind hitting it when I activate it, and it seems to be holding up quite fine. And I'm here to give you the hacks of how I did it, and you can also take that onto for yourself. I also went ahead and did some aerodynamic fixes to the front bumper, but we'll get to that soon. However, I'm here to really talk about and address the wing because a lot of people have been asking me about it. Especially for the fact that I've been using airplane servo, and yes guys, you heard right, an airplane servo to get this thing done, along with the hinge right here, which is maybe from like a cabinet or whatever. If you're in Canada, I got that from like the dollar store or the Dollar Tree, if you're familiar with that. But you can go into your local hardware store, and the thing is that it's up to you to figure out how much, you could say, length in downforce you would want, because there are bigger ones that I could have bought where I could have had the length like from here to here, which have been longer, but then again that's going to affect the arm that I would have to use to, you could say, sustain all of that pressure. So I decided to use this one. And if you have a friend that has crashed airplanes and stuff like that, RC airplanes that is, you can get one from them, or you can just order it or buy it, because they should be pretty cheap, maybe like $10. But this one came out of my crashed RC airliner, so that was an easy thing for me. And it's the same thing, you're gonna need the arm from the servo that's on the RC plane, because you're going to now have to bend it in place to make it long, which is what I did right here. Yeah, so it can come straight across and add that support. So it's just really simple, and then all you have to do is just catch the measurement now to center it, and then go ahead and put on this part of stuff. To get a really easy fit and a snug fit like what I did is that I mounted this thing first, even though I had the wing already pre-made. But if you didn't pre-make the wing like what I did, is that you can, before you paint it, you can just put it on it, mark it out, then cut it out, and then just add it after. I didn't add any screws or anything to it because I use double-sided tape, and you have to use really strong ones like that too. And then down here I added some wing support, which is from the radio control poles that come in the, not really poles, but you put the receiver thing through it. So I just used that literally came out of the box from factory with the whole chassis, and cut it and now use it as a wing support for that side. And as you can see, it's very, very sturdy, and things have been holding together. So let me forward around to the front now, where you guys can see I decided to block off the section here that they had that came from factory with these type of chassis, or bodies I should say, which is living up to the true form of how Evolution 5 does look. However, it affects the aerodynamics with adding with that wind pocket section. So I did that delete right there, and also to the other side as well. And that's what it is. I have definitely managed to scratch the front of the car, but that's all part of testing, because for those who have been following this build, the car has been doing some serious acrobatics here and there when it feels like. So I try to prep the track as much as I can to avoid that. But yeah, the best time for this car so far now, guys, is 2.980 seconds at 48 miles per hour. The car did clock 49 miles per hour day before yesterday, so that's the new top speed for that. But we're trying to see if we can even let the car do a consistent 2.7, and that will be fine, because it's an all-wheel drive setup, so it has to be fast, guys. It's inevitable for it to be fast, so we just have to take that time now to tune it and dial it in, because there is some power in the car. They turned up some more, and now I'm just trying to use remote to dial in all of that and get it to be efficient up track and even launching as well. So again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Drop a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for another test it on this piece.